Hey everyone, welcome back. It's your boy Kyle with New Life Furniture, back with another new video. Searching through Craigslist, found myself another holy grail of a sweet piece. What a great table. Come check this out. It's got a lot of great features on it. As you can see, we got nice thick wood top, great strong base, and as you can see here, it's got lots of great little accents that are going to show up as we do our little techniques. We got a propane tank and we're gonna flame throw on top of this table here. What I wanna do is we're gonna hit it with that 60 grit, really expose it, get a couple of big cuts and big swirl marks in it, and then we're gonna flame it. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna expose all these knots that you see here. They're really kind of gonna go black and make just a cool look. Then we're gonna sand it again real quick, get rid of some of the soot, the black soot from the flame, and then we're gonna stain it and do what we do best. So let's go ahead, rip this thing apart, take it into I think it's two or three pieces. We'll pull out this leaf in the middle and let's get to some quick cleaning and sanding and get this thing prepped, ready to go. Ooh-wee, I'm fired up. I hope you guys are too. Let's go. Okay, so as you guys can see right here, because we're gonna do that rustic farm, it doesn't really matter again if there's big scuffs on here because we're gonna get rid of them anyways, okay? It adds to the look. But if you get some big marks, like right here, there's a big chunk that came out. That's gonna be a little bit too big. So what we're gonna do is take just some generic wood filler. We're gonna slap on some of that wood filler real quick, let it dry overnight. Tomorrow we'll lightly sand it, make it smooth, and then we'll continue on with our painting probably, or just patch up that paint tomorrow. But if you guys see little spots like this, okay, right here's a good spot. See, that's a dog mark. Dogs were chewing on that. Not a big deal. That's gonna add to the rusticness of the look. So again, we're just gonna hit that with the sandpaper. See, there we go, perfect. As you can see, there's still a little bit of marks in there, but that's okay. That's gonna add to the rustic. We just got most of it out, right? Some of that real big thick chunks of the dog bites, we took that out, but little bit of marks doesn't have to be perfect, okay? For this look, leave a little bit of holes in there. It adds, it actually makes it even better. So let's continue to sand and get this thing prepped ready for paint. Okay, y'all. So as you can see, it's getting pretty dark. Don't know if we're gonna be able to finish it. The sun's suddenly going down on me real quick. Typical Canadian winter, don't have a lot of time. As you can see, I just quickly hit some sand. As I said, just wanna clean up that real quick. Make sure there's no big chunks of grease or wax or some sort of weird element on there that we don't want to show up in the paint. So what I think I'm gonna do, actually, remember that chunk that's on the corner here? I think we're actually gonna leave that. I think that's gonna add to the rusticness because again, the paint's gonna go into that hole and then the stain is gonna go seep into there too, and more holes and more cracks actually make it look more rustic. So I think we're gonna keep that. And I sanded it down to where it's smooth enough. I got it sanded, ready to go. I'll quickly sand around the side of that one, and then if there's some time, I'll film if I can hit the top, and we'll expose that ready to go too. Today we're going to sand the tops on our leaf insert and the main top part here. I'm going to use an orbital sander and we're going to go stick with that real low grit paper. So this is a 60 and we're going to rough this up real easy. Don't got to put a lot of time into this. Just scuff it up good enough and then we're going to grab the blowtorch and expose some of these knots. So let's go ahead and do it. So there we go. Again, the name of the game on flipping these used tables and used chairs and any type of furniture is time. So you got to make sure you don't spend too much time on doing some of the prep work and the overall time to complete your project. So I maybe spent 30 minutes the other night sanding down the base and everything else. This only took me maybe 15 minutes just sanding the top, good enough. So again, I think what I'm starting to see is I like this more coarse grit. It's really eating at the wood faster, but you got to be safe if you go down to this lower grit, because if you're not used to it, it's going to eat your wood and it's going to manipulate some corners and round off edges very fast. So again, maybe try out on those higher grits, 120, 100. Make sure you understand how that works before you get down and use something like 60 and get real aggressive. So now that we've got this done, we're ready to start blow torching the top and exposing knots. So let's go ahead and grab our equipment and come back and show you how. I want to show you guys this real quick as well. So as you're sanding, obviously trying to take off the clear coat that's on your furniture, you're going to have buildup. That's the clear coat just getting warm and solidifying onto your paper, okay? So you want to just take a knife or take a screwdriver or something and just periodically as you're sanding, make sure you take those off. Okay? Take them off, they just come right off. And then once you get most of them off and you get it back to clean, then keep sanding. Just keep watching out for that, because if you keep sanding with that, you're not actually hitting the full disc of the sandpaper. It's just sitting on top of all those little dots, and you'll see that you're wasting time. So again, watch out for that, okay? Okay, y'all, so here's our setup. So again, you can get the smaller propane tanks, blow torches, which is just a handheld with a little igniter on the top. You'll see most people in videos use that. Or you can go more industrial, which we have here. You just need a big propane tank. And then you buy this fitting. Okay, it comes with a hose at your local Home Depot or Rona or whatever home hardware center you have. And then you just need a flame to light it up. All you do is you undo the top there, let the gas come through. You'll want to give it a little bit of gas. Okay, you can hear it come out of the nozzle. Then we're just going to take our flame. There we go. And now you got it ready to go. Then your nozzle here. Okay, hard to do with one hand. So now you got it. It's going to either giving you more gas, which is making the flame hotter. Okay, and then on these you press this and it really throws the flame. You see? So that's all we need to do. So what we want to do now is get that in our hand, move your propane away so we don't hurt ourselves. Okay, get rid of your thing. And now what we're gonna do is look at your knot. So you see that knot? See how the flame, when it's on it, nothing's really happening, right? So you wanna just hit it with a little bit, okay? And that's all we're doing, is just exposing a little bit of knots. Okay? Make sure we wipe that out. And that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so let's keep going ahead, find those knots. All right, y'all, how cool is that? Playing with that is definitely dangerous. Make sure you understand and know what you're doing and think about it. You're holding gas. Gas is coming out through that hose. So make sure you don't have that flame near that hose, near that tank. So be careful, okay? So as you saw, we just cooked the whole top. You see those big bursts of flames and how the flame stayed on top of that wood? It's because it's still burning that clear coat. That's why it was flaming and holding on. Now, if you sand it better, obviously you get rid of that, but we don't got time for that. So that's good enough. I know it looks bad. What we're gonna do again now is take the sandpaper again, quickly go over it and get rid of some of this black soot. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, y'all, another thing that we're having happen, like I said, is build up on your sandpaper disc. So as we're trying to get rid of some of that burn, we're getting the soot build up, which is making the sandpaper ruin. So what you can do is take a spatula or a scraper, and you can just kind of get rid of some of that top layer to help you out. That'll help us out. let's go ahead, quickly spray this up, let it dry as we tape off our round parts and get ready for them to also get sprayed with the white. Let's go. Again, a trick you guys want to be doing is your first coat, you want to go light and soft. If you sit on one area too hard trying to coat it in one coat, you're going to get drips and run marks. You don't want that. So make sure you do a light coat first, wait 2 minutes, let it dry, and then do another light coat. Okay, y'all, now this is why I love doing this type of rustic theme, because you can get away with a lot of small tricks that if you're trying to do a really high-end, smooth gloss, perfect rendition of some sort of design on a table, you can't get away with. So like I said, we're gonna do this part right here now underneath the table, and I just quickly taped it off. You can see it's real sloppy, didn't use a lot of tape. That's a part that you can just skip on, because again, we're just gonna lightly coat it. If it gets on that bottom part, it's the bottom of the table, does not matter. After this dries, we're gonna quickly sand it again, just soft, real fast, no time, and stain is gonna get that. So let's go ahead and paint this right now. Okay, y'all, we got the sides done, we got the base done. As you can see, we're getting a nice kind of effect of dirtiness. You'll see when it all comes together. The light's kind of making it look real yellow up there, but it's not. It's just the light. And now let's do the top and see how our rustic look will go. Oh yeah, that is gonna look slick. That is gonna look slick, y'all. Let's keep going. Okay, y'all, so make sure you do this one trick. If you have tables with a leaf, okay, that extra wood insert, put the leaf in the table and then keep adding your stain, and make sure you see how it's gonna look like when it's all assembled. Now check this out. So this is our finished product, as I said. You can see now, I just gotta clear coat it, but check that out. We got that flame top. So as I said, you got some real cool accents. All that wood kind of came out, blackened out. We got the little exposed light colors in here, a little different most of the time, right? You just black that only. That's by sanding it even more. If you sand it harder, you're gonna expose the wood, and then that'll just make it black lines and black knots. We kind of went opposite here, and that's the effect that it gives you. Just kind of, again, like a dirty table. And once it's all shiny, clear coated, this thing's gonna look great. And as I said, you can see the base kind of looks like that dirty, rustic farmyard found in a barn kind of look. So we'll put this inside, we'll clear coat it, and that'll be the end of that project. So let's go ahead and clear coat this thing.